Today we're here to talk about paperwork. Why do we get so much of it? What do we actually need to keep? What do we do with what we don't want to keep? And how do we prevent ourselves from continuing to get a lot of it? I'd like to make a quick note that I am switching from regular shampoo to Dr. Bronner's and my hair is freaking out. And the website says to just follow through and do the apple cider vinegar rinses, and basically you might have bad hair for 2 to 4 weeks. So I apologize for the bad hair, but we'll just have to struggle through it together. Why do we get so much paperwork? The thing that really gets me is when the paperwork is really cute and you almost want to keep it, but yet there's no reason to. So I have Oscar health insurance, and when I first got my plan, they sent me this box, and it is completely animated. I know a graphic designer spent probably months on this. I adore it. It's so cute. It had my insurance card in it. It had next steps to get started. It had all of these cute little things that tell you about health insurance, and flow charts and information and all stuff that is answering questions that I don't have, but I'm sure it's answering somebody's questions, so I'm sure it's really useful. And then there's this cute little let's stick together little pouch, and it has Band-Aids from Oscar, and they say, YOLO, oh no, I'm covered, send puppies, and temporarily out of order. They're adorable. This is adorable. So obviously I'll keep the Band-Aids. Here's all of the nitty-gritty about my policy, but surely this is online, right? So I don't need this. I don't need any of this. It's the cutest thing, and it's super inspiring for products. I mean, if you always got some type of really well thought out FAQ for everything that you bought, especially for something as complicated as insurance, this was an amazing experience, so I condone that. But I still don't like that I have to throw this away. I maybe would have been just as happy with all of this turned into a really great video that was a little bit funny, because obviously I think Oscar wants to have this culture. Anyways, here is, I don't know, almost like a pound of paper, and we're gonna throw it away so we don't have to take it with us in our camper. But we'll keep the Band-Aids. All right, next. So this whole pile is insurance. It's insurance policies, it's information about payments. I care less about having paperwork than Christian does, so a lot of this is some of Christian's insurance policies because he wants to keep the paperwork, and I'll let him. So we've got one pile for insurance. Then this is the pile for our current apartment lease. I'm not ready to get rid of it yet, but I will be. So we're gonna keep that. This is all paperwork for my business. So I have opened and closed a couple bank accounts, and I have receipts that I need for tax purposes. I will get better at that. I use QuickBooks Self-Employed, and so I am trying to make a habit of taking pictures of all of my receipts and uploading them right away, because I'm the opposite of a hoarder. I throw away everything. I hate clutter, I hate trash, I hate everything, so I throw it away. Okay, next. This is the stack of paperwork from the house that we bought. This is everything, and we're told that we have to keep it for a long time. So do we really have to keep this? This is like every fax that we ever sent to our, a mortgage broker. Yeah, this sucks. This makes me not want to buy another house. Bank account paperwork that we need to keep. Tax information, tax stuff that we need to keep. Other paperwork that we're going to need to keep. Trailer paperwork. Truck paperwork. Voter registration paperwork. And other stuff that we need to keep. So here's our stack. And I have another stack. I have a bigger stack that is paperwork that's already filed. Obviously, I'll be keeping our social security cards, birth certificates, all that good stuff. But yeah, paperwork sucks. And this is the stuff I'll be shredding. So, luckily in Williamson County, if you are a resident, you can go shred your stuff for free. So today I'm going to shred all of this paperwork, but first I have to make sure it has no staples or paper clips. The fun part is that this is all mostly Christian stuff, but luckily he doesn't have to deal with it, I suppose. Christian once worked at Spencer's. He has pay stubs from like 2010. I'm going through pay stubs from 2010. That is ridiculous. Of course, Christian has a Walmart receipt for soap from 8/04/13. He has a receipt for soap from 2013. Okay, so what's next? I am headed to, actually I don't know where I'm headed. I'm following the GPS. I'm headed somewhere in Williamson County where I will get to shred all of these documents for free. And then I'm going to head home and take all of the paperwork that we're keeping and reorganize it in a more efficient manner where I know how to find everything in our filing system. And then I have to do all of the boring stuff. So, for example, as soon as January came around, our bank for our truck loan started sending us it's not even like a payment request, but it's a piece of mail every single month that like updates us on our loan balance. And it's annoying and I don't want it. So I'm gonna go through and call everybody who's currently sending us mail and ask them to stop sending us mail. And then I think we also need to try and contact all of the like credit card agencies like Chase and Southwest. They send us credit card offers and we're not interested. So then I need to call them and I need to ask them to please stop sending us mail. And then I think that there's more that you can do to get rid of more mail, but I'm not sure what those steps are. So I may do some research or I may just wait until I see how bad it is. So if you have any tips of preventing junk mail, please let me know because I would love to eliminate all of it. I don't think we need to receive anything in the mail. So this brings me to our next and last point for today is once we go full time, in order to receive mail, we'll need to set up a residential address. And so they kind of call it a virtual mailbox. So instead of a PO box, because you can't use your PO box for your bank or for anything, you have to set up a virtual mailbox. And so we will have one here in Tennessee. And if we ever need to go there to actually pick up all of our mail, we can. It's probably about an hour away from Franklin, but it's on the other side of Nashville. So sometimes we'll be closer to that. But anyways, what they do is they scan all of the mail that you get every day and then they send it to an email, send it to you in an email, and then you choose whether or not you want them to open the mail. I don't know the logistics off the top of my head, but I think it's like you can receive 30 pieces of mail a month and they'll open like 5 of them. And so basically, after you go over that threshold of 30 pieces of mail, then they charge you 10 or 30 cents, I don't remember, but they charge you per piece of incoming mail. So that's why we want to go ahead and make a significant effort to reduce the mail that we're receiving before we even sign up for that service. So that's how mail will work for us in the future, and I am very happy to be getting rid of this much paperwork because, man, stuff it weighs you down. It'll weigh down the camper, and so it's not worth it to have it. I love Christian very, very much, even if I complain about him.
Yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through 10 years worth of pay stubs and other paperwork.
That's okay. We're really excited that we're about to embark on this great journey, and I'm excited that we'll have less stuff.